So I'm here outside my local gas station back at home in Texas for spring break, all sups. And you notice that is just a little bit high. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back and we're going to talk about that. Hello, my name is Alex Thompson. I attend Missouri Western State University. And this is my assignment over inflation, gas prices, for my physical geography class. So I'd first like to start with gas prices have raised significantly than what they used to be. In the past, I used to spend, $35, $40 to fill up my tank, and now I'm spending close to $60 to $65 to fill up my tank. And you might be asking yourself, well, why is this happening? It's happening because of inflation. Inflation is where the cost of everything is going up, and there's a demand for more of that product, or goods start to become more expensive. So there's three types of inflation. There's demand pull inflation, cost push inflation, and built-in inflation. So what that is, like demand pull inflation is available money and credit expenses. This boosts the general demand. So when there's a demand for something, the cost of that product is going to end up being more expensive. So for instance, there was an example of a huge Walmart contributor that went into flames. It blew up a couple days ago. And it's going to cause a little bit more inflation in that area because they are supplying products to Walmart. What the customer is going to see is that products in Walmart are going to be costing a lot more, because when you're in demand for something, organizations will usually up the price of it, because if they see that it's going up or there's a shortage of supply to it, they might run to the local Target. And this affects the population, the community. So in geography, we talk about how the effects of certain businesses affect the community. So if a community sees that a Walmart is costing more than if they went to a Target, they're going to go to the Target, and because it's cheaper there. Well, once people start going to Target's going to run out of more of that product. Therefore, they're going to sell it for a higher price. That is what demand is. And eventually it goes into these webs where eventually you can't find the cheapest one, and everyone's going to have to settle for that price. And so I wanted just to throw up a graph to show how much gas has increased in the past year, right here. And what you're going to notice is that it's at a steady increase. Gas-ran vehicles are one of the main causes of pollution in the air. These vehicles release chemicals into the air, carbon emissions that harm the pureness of the air. So they can also harm wildlife as well. So like, you have a community of animals, they're next to this factory that is being over-polluted with these carbon emissions and these chemicals. So they might have to migrate somewhere else that they feel comfortable, or reproduce in an area that they feel more comfortable. So that is how geographically it can affect the wildlife, because animals will find a better place for themselves to be suited. Now, here's a picture or a graph of the cost of a barrel of oil in the past year. And as you can see, it is also increasing as well. So next time you think about filling up the tank, think about why the gas prices have increased and how buying this gas affects the economy as a whole. It affects the wildlife. It affects where people live, how they want to live, how people want to spend their free time because of the certain amount of money that they have, or how it's affecting people in their community. And I hope that you understand why the gas prices are increasing. Gas prices increase due to the fact that there's a demand for it and the inflation. So thank you for your time, and I really hope you enjoyed the video.